Hey there fellow Pokemon fans, today we'll be showcasing off the raw power of Past Paradox Pokemon. I've always preferred the Past Paradoxes over the future ones, not gonna lie, it's just my preference I suppose. And today we've got the Scarlet Box Legendary, that being Koraidon. We've also got some classics like Great Tusk, Fluttermane, Sandy Shocks, Roaring Moon and Walking Wake. I've actually never used Walking Wake, Fluttermane or Sandy Shocks before, so I will get to first hand see the power of these Pokemon. Fantastic stuff! Oh, and while we're on the subject, quick question of the day. What's your favourite Past Paradox Pokemon? Let me know down below in the comments, and if you enjoy the video and want to join me on my journey to reach 1,000 subscribers, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button for more exciting battles. And with all that said, let's jump straight into the games.
No time to question my moves. I stick to the path.
Okay, so my opponent's got an Incineroar, an Urshifu, Frostlass, Serperior, Pheasantipity and the Corviknight. I'm leading off with Koraidon, and let's do this. Okay, so who are you leading off with, eh? So that's got to be the Frostlass, right? It is the Frostlass. Now, these things normally have Will-O-Wisp, right? So I'm going to U-turn out of here. There's no way. It's probably Focus Sash, and I'll U-turn into maybe my Sandy Shocks. Let's, okay, I'll go for the U-turn. Let's figure out in a second. Alright, so Koraidon goes for that U-turn. We do a nice little chunk of damage, potentially breaking a Focus Sash. And yeah, so they might be going for an Ice-type move as well, right? So probably Sandy Shocks isn't in my best interest. I'm going to go into my Fluttermane because we're especially defensively tanky. I doubt they would have gone for a Ghost-type move. So okay, come on in Fluttermane, I need your assistance. We get a nice little speed boost. We are also Choice Specs, so we get a nice little special attack boost as well. So they just straight up went for a Spikes, which is fine with me because once the Frostlass goes down, I can just Rapid Spin away those hazards, right? So okie dokie. Do you know what? Everything looks good for the Moonblast, right? So, or I could go Mystical Fire in case they go... No, do you know what? I'm going Moonblast. Let's do it. Alright, so they're going to Terrestrialize the Frostlass. Interesting. So, I mean, what could it be? Could it be Terra Steel, maybe? I doubt it, but let's find out. So, it's the Terra... It's Terra Normal, so... I went for Moonblast, so I'm safe. Maybe they're expecting a Ghost-type move, right? Which is really great, because now we can definitely knock this out, and then we don't have to worry about any Terrestrializations later down the line. So, great job, Fluttermane. Oh, damn it, we got the Cursed Body on our Moonblast, so that's unfortunate. So, but they don't know that we're Choice Specs just yet, right? Because I'm pretty sure our normal Moonblast would have taken it out anyways. So, great job, Fluttermane, and let's see who comes in next, eh? So, who's it going to be? Alright, so, Vorcere's coming out, which is the Corviknight. Okay, so... Question is this like some sort of crazy body press set? So is Walking Wake a good option here? Do you know what? I think I'm going to go into my Walking Wake. Yeah, I'm going to go into my Walking Wake because if they don't, I could always just Flamethrower or something, right? So, I mean, they might be going for a U-turn. That's definitely possible, but I'll have to go from there, right? So, coming in Walking Wake. So, okay. We take some Spikes damage. Now, what is this going for? Is it Iron Defense? Let's find out. We get a nice little special attack boost for our Photosynthesis. And no, they straight up went for a Brave Bird, oh, that's a chunk of damage to be fair. The Corviknight does take some recoil, and now is Flamethrower in my best interest? I can't go Dragon Pulse, right? So I'm gonna go for the do I want to go Flamethrower or do I want to go Hydro Steam? Interesting. So alright, I'm going to go for the Hydro Steam. Let's do it. So, they are going to withdraw. So, it all depends on who they go into, right? So, alright, let's find out. So, who's coming in? Oyeshai, which is the... Is that the Incineroar? No, it's the Pheasantipity. Okay, so I went for the right choice, right? So, let's see how much we do with this Choice Specs. Okay, we one-shot the Pheasantipity. Amazing job, what's his face? Let's see who comes in next. Walking Wake, that's the one. My memory's bloody failing me. So, okay, so, Shifu Water is out. So... how many turns of Sun are there left? Just one. Okay, so I am going to go into my Great Tusk. We've got the Sun up, and I'm also going to get a defense boost, right? So I'm pretty sure the Surging Strikes won't do much damage, right? So coming in, Great Tusk, buddy. I need your assistance. Okay, so we take some Spikes damage. There it is. And okay, we get the Photosynthesis defense boost. Lovely jubbly. And now the Sun's also going to cut the... oh, close combat. Fair enough. So... Okay, Great Tusk takes that really well. We're going to deal some Rocky Helmet chip as well. So, wait, let's see that. Okay, there's the Rocky Helmet. Cool. So, alrighty. They don't have any other Ghost types. I don't think so, right? So, Photosynthesis wears off, unfortunately. They do not have any other Ghost types, right? So, I am going to go for that Terra Water, and I'm going to go for that Rapid Spin. Let's do it. Alright, so they're going to withdraw the Okay, interesting. So, back into the Corviknight, I believe that is. So, okay, I wonder if this thing's Rocky Helmet. Anyways, I'm gonna at least we get rid of the hazards, right? That's the main thing. So, all right, do I think this thing's gonna go for another Brave Bird now or something like that? They might do to be able to get damage off on my my Great Tusk, right? So now I'm thinking maybe I could switch into my Sandy Shocks to get up these Stealth Rocks. That could be a good thing, right? So, okay, now, moment of truth. Are you Rocky Helmet? Okay, we get the nice little speed boost, and they are Rocky Helmet. Fair enough. So, I don't feel like making more contact with this than I have to, right? So, I'm going to go into my Sandy Shocks to be able to set up the Stealth Rocks. Alright, so come on back, Great Tusk, you've been fantastic. Kind of terrestrialized for no reason. Kind of similar to their Terra Normal, I suppose, so fair enough. So coming in Sandy Shocks. Okay, show me that Brave Bird. There's the Brave Bird. We are going to resist it. And yeah, Sandy Shocks takes that brilliantly. And they take a bit more recoil damage, and they'll be forced to switch out now, right? Because I doubt they'll stay in against my potential electric type attack. And this gives me the perfect opportunity to be able to set up my Stealth Rocks. So, Sandy Shocks, buddy, let's go for those Stealth Rocks. Here we go. Alright, so they are going to withdraw the Corviknight, fair enough. Question is, who are they going into? Maybe Incineroar? Yeah, is that the Incineroar? Let's find out. No, it's the Serperior. Okay, interesting. So, now, they're not going to glare. No way they're going to glare, right? They might go for Substitute. So, I am thinking about switching hard into my Koraidon because we're going to resist the Leaf Storm if that's what they decide to go for, right? So, and if they go for Substitute, I can break it with a U-turn, right? So, that is the plan. So, I'm going to hard switch into my Koraidon. Let's do it. Alright, so come on back, Sandy Shocks. Great job for getting up the Stealth Rocks. And now let's see what this Serperior goes for. It's got to be the Leaf Storm, right? If they've predicted and gone for Glare, fair play, right? But let's find out. So we get the sun up again. Lovely jubbly. So, okay, what are you going for, Serperior? Leaf Storm. Fantastic. So we know we can resist it. Lovely jubbly. Great job, Koraidon. And now I'm going to go for the U-turn to be able to get some momentum, right? So let's go for that U-turn. Here we go. Alright, so, they stay in, so Koraidon goes for the U-turn. Oh my god, the Serperior lives. That's not good, so that's annoying. Oh well, it is what it is. So, what do I want to switch into on this potential, okay, do you know what? I'm going to go into my Fluttermane. I feel like, I don't know what they're going to go for. If it's if Dragon Pulse, maybe? Let's find out. So we are Fairy, so we're gonna get the nice little speed boost as well. So what are you going for, eh? So they went for the Dragon Pulse. Amazing. So great dodge, Fluttermane. Great dodge. And now they've got in the back, they got the Incineroar. I forgot who else is in the back though. So they're leftovers on the Serperior. Fair enough. I like to use leftovers as well. So Incineroar and Shifu. So I'm pretty safe to just go for the Moonblast. Let's do it. Alright, so Fluttermane goes for that Moonblast. We're going to knock out the Serperior. Fantastic. Down goes a big old threat. And yeah, I wonder who they'll go into next. Maybe Corviknight, maybe Incineroar. I don't know, but let's find out. Alright, so they are going to go back into the Corviknight. Fair enough. So I forgot about Corviknight for a second, to be fair. So they might go for the Roost here, to be honest. So on this, I am just going to go into my Sandy Shocks, 100%. I'm going into my Sandy Shocks, and then I'll go for a Volt Switch for some momentum, right? Alright, so come on back, Fluttermane, you've been fantastic, and yeah, so we'll go into our Sandy Shocks. They're either going to Roost or they're going to Brave Bird, or one of the two. Maybe U-turn, but it's one of those things, right? So, alright, we get a nice little speed, is it special attack? It is special attack, sorry. So, okay, so Sandy Shocks, oh, Iron Head, we resist that as well. So, Sandy Shocks, you absolute boss. So, they're either forced to switch, or they're going to stay in and take this Volt Switch, which will definitely knock them out, right? So, okay, let me just double check the turns of Sun again, which there is one turn left. Okay, so I am just going to go for that Volt Switch so we can knock this out. So, okay, and the battle was cancelled. Amazing. Good game to my opponent, and fantastic job to all my Pokemon. Okay, so my opponent's got a Lycanroc, a Regieleki, Suicune, Excalibur, Gliscor, and Ho-Oh. Interesting team. I'm leading off with Koraidon, and let's do this. Okay, so who are you leading off with, eh? So Scoreblade is the Gliscor. Okay, so I wonder, is it in my best interest to just Terra Fire and Flare Blitz this one into oblivion, right? So I am kind of considering that, not going to lie. So let me think about this. Do I want to, I mean, do you know what? I am half tempted. I'm going for that Terra Fire. Let's go for that Flare Blitz. Let's do this. Okay, so alright, they stayed in. We are terrestrializing. I'm hoping they haven't pressed Protect, right? So we're about to find out. Maybe they've gone for a straight up Toxic, right? So, alright, here we go. Terra Fire, Flare Blitz in the sun will definitely knock this out, right? So come on, Koraidon. Fingers crossed, no Protects. Show me that. Okay, so they didn't go for the Protect. Alright, Koraidon, nuke this Gliscor. Come on, buddy, you've got this. And the Gliscor goes down. Amazing. No more toxic substitute shenanigans for you. Okay, so great job, Koraidon. That's what I'm talking about. We take some recoil, and now let's see who comes in next. Alright, so Lycanroc is that's got to be the Lycanroc, right? So it is the Lycanroc. Okie dokie. So on this, I'm thinking about going into my... Do I want to go Sandy Shocks? Is this thing Dark type as well? No, it's just straight up Rock. Okay, so... Oh, what am I doing? No, no, no. So, alright, I'm going to go into my Sandy Shocks, and I'm going to set up the Stealth Rocks, right? So, come on back, Koraidon. You've been amazing, buddy. And, yeah, Sandy Shocks, I need your assistance, buddy. We can either scare this off, and we can set up some Stealth Rocks. I wonder what it's going to go for. So, alright, we get a nice little special attack boost from our Photosynthesis. There it is. So, what are you going for, Lycanroc? So, Reversal. Interesting. So, maybe they're Focus Sash, but Sandy Shocks takes that amazingly, and we're going to get most of that back from the leftovers, right? So, okay, fantastic job, Sandy Shocks. Let's immediately go for those Stealth Rocks to break any potential Focus Sashes down the line. Okay, so they are going to withdraw the Lycanroc. So I think if they haven't got a way of being able to get rid of hazards, the Lycanroc's Focus Sash will be broken next time. So they're just straight up going into the Baxcalibur, right? So fair enough. So, okay, now it's decision time. I could Volt Switch out of here. Question is, who would I go into though? So, okay, if they straight up go for an Icicle Crash, that would hurt my Great Tusk, right? That's what I was thinking in case I Volt Switch into him. So, how many turns of Sun are there left? 2. So, do you know what? I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. Let's do it. So, alright, so Sandy Shocks goes for that Volt Switch, and we're going to do a nice little chunk of damage. Great job, buddy. We're going to get on out of there, and I'm going to go into my Great Tusk, because if they Dragon Dance or Swords Dance, I'm pretty confident we can take a hit, right? So come on in, Great Tusk, buddy. I need your assistance. We're going to get a nice little Photosynthesis defense boost, and we are Rocky Helmet if they make contact, right? So, okay, what are you going for, Baxcalibur? Let's find out. So, they've gone for the Dragon Dance. Okay, so this is kind of scary, because if they're Icicle Spear, loaded dice, this could hurt. But I've got the defense boost, so I'm fairly confident. So, alright, I'm going for that Body Press, and let's do this. Okay, so they go for the Icicle Spear. Hold on, Great Tusk. Oh my god, that bloody hurt. Okay, hold on, Great Tusk. Okay, if it's only form and there's no crits, I think we're okay. Okay, so alright. Oh my god, the 5th hit, and Great Tusk barely holds on. Great Tusk, you absolute monster, buddy. So amazing, a +1 loaded dice, and get him down with the Body Press, buddy. Fantastic. We take out the Baxcalibur. That big old threat has gone down, and yeah, amazing job, Great Tusk. That's what I'm talking about. Sunlight fades, and let's see who comes in next. Okie dokie. Alrighty, so Reggie-Aleki's coming back in. Interesting. So, unless this thing's going to Terra Ice, I'm not too sure how it touches my Sandy Shocks, to be honest. Interesting. So, they might be going for a Rapid Spin, to be fair. That's true. That is possible, right? So, I'm thinking I'm gonna go into my Sandy Shocks. Let's do it. So come on back, Great Tusk. I'll save you for later on. You've been fantastic, buddy. I'm gonna go into my Sandy Shocks in case they're going for like a Rapid Spin to try and knock out my Great Tusk or something. So come on in, Sandy Shocks. Okay, so there's the Rapid Spin. Okie dokie. So now I'm thinking about going for a Volt Switch, right? I think they're going to switch. I'm not too sure what into. They've gotten rid of the hazards, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm thinking about going for a Stealth Rocks, but I don't know what they would switch into. Do you know what? I am just going for the Stealth Rocks again. Let's do it. Okay, so they are going to withdraw the Reggie-Aleki, which is cool because that means we can get up the Stealth Rocks. Oh, they're going into Suicune. Interesting. So this has got to be an obvious terrestrialization, right? Surely they're going to terrestrialize on my electric type move. So hopefully they're not Terra Ground, because that would be annoying. And I just realized it's a shiny Suicune. Interesting. Okay, so alright, Sandy Shocks, we need to go for that Volt Switch now. I'm not too sure what they'll go for. Maybe they'll go for a Scald, or maybe they'll go for a Substitute. Calm Mind, could be anything, right? So, yeah, I'm going for that Volt Switch. Let's do it. Alright, so Sandy Shocks goes for that Volt Switch. Oh my god, they stayed in and take it. Okay, so that's a bulky Suicune. So, great job, Sandy Shocks. Come on back, buddy. And now I'm not going into Koraidon, just in case they are going for the Water-type move, right? So, let me think about this. I'm going to go into my Roaring Moon. Okay, so come on in, Roaring Moon, buddy. I'll taunt this so it can't, like... Excuse me, got a frog in my throat. So I'll taunt it so it can't, like, rest or calm mind shenanigans, right? So we get a nice little Photosynthesis attack boost. Lovely jubbly. So they are going for the calm minds. Okie dokie. So next I'm going to taunt this so it can't go for rest or anything cheeky like that, right? So we're going to keep it nice and weak. Okay, so, alright. Oh, they are leftovers as well. Fair enough. So they could be calm mind, rest, sleep, talk, scold, something like that, right? So, okay, Roaring Moon. Let's block this off with a taunt. Here we go. Alright, so... Oh, they got the Protect. Interesting. So, okay, so they're Calm Mind, Protect. Oh, maybe they're Substitute. Well, do you know what? I'm still going to taunt this because I'm not going to let it substitute on me, am I? So they can get some more leftovers if they want. I'm a Dragon type, so their Water type move is resisted. Although if they get the Skull Burn, that'd be bloody annoying. So, anyways, I'm going for that taunt. Let's do it. Alright, so they're going to withdraw the Suicune. Interesting. So now it's weakened, which is kind of cool. So, okay, so Silver Phoenix. What's that going to be? That is... Oh, it's going to be the Ho-Oh. Okay, so shiny. That makes sense, I guess. So, and they take a huge chunk of damage from the... My god, that's great. So, I could taunt... But we've already taunted it, right? So, I think I'm in a good position to go for a Dragon Dance, right? So, that's leftovers as well. Fair enough. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go for a Dragon Dance. A Dragon Dance. So... Yeah, let's go for that Dragon Dance. Here we go. Alright, so Roaring Moon goes for that Dragon Dance. Now we're +1 attack alongside the Photosynthesis attack boost, right? So Roaring Moon is bloody powerful right now. So what are they going for? Oh, Earthquake. Okay, so how much do we take from that, eh? So Roaring Moon can take multiple, which is fantastic. So now I'm going to go for an Acrobatics to weaken this, right? So that is the plan. So Roaring Moon, buddy, let's go for that Acrobatics. Here we go. Alright, so they're going to Terrestrialize. Interesting. So I wonder what it could be. Hopefully it's not Terra Steel or anything like that, or Terra Electric, right? So Terra Ground. Oh, so this next Earthquake might knock me out. I'm not too sure. So, okay, well, let's see if we can knock it out with our Acrobatics, right? So Roaring Moon, get him, buddy, and oh, it just barely lives. Okay, so, alright, Roaring Moon, buddy, I need you to hold on for me. Hold on, Roaring Moon. Hold on, buddy. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, Roaring Moon holds on like a boss. Amazing job, Roaring Moon. That's what I'm talking about. Roaring Moon, you absolute boss. These Paradox Salamence. What was I even thinking? Of course it was going to live. Fantastic job. So now I'm going to go for an Acrobatics. They'll probably switch into their Lycanroc, but that's fine with me. Alright, so, oh, they're going for the cheeky Protect to get an extra 10 of leftovers, eh? So, fair enough. So, I can't afford to go for the Roost, though, right? So, I've got to go for the Acrobatics, and I know they'll probably go into their Lycanroc, but it's the best I can do, right? So, okay, they get an extra turn of leftovers, fair enough. So, okay, now they're probably going to switch to take advantage of the Regenerator, right? So, let's go for that Acrobatics, here we go. Okay, so they are going to withdraw the Ho-Oh, fair enough. So I assume it's going to be the Lycanroc, right? So no, it's the Suicune. So okay, I'll take this. They're not Rocky Helmet, they're leftovers, right? So yeah, I'll take it. So I'm pretty sure this Acrobatics will either bring it down to like 1 health or just knock it out, right? So Roaring Moon goes for the Acrobatics and it lives on 1 health. Look at that. So okay, so now do I think they're going to go for the Protect? I haven't revealed that I've got Roost, right? So do you know what? I'm going to go for the Roost. Let's do it. So they do go for the Protect. So we get to take advantage of that by going for the Roost. Fantastic. So they're about to be surprised now. So yeah, you can't do the same thing twice in a row, buddy. So okay. Now we get a nice little health boost. Back to 97 health. Now I can just straight up go for another Acrobatics and knock this out, right? So okay, Roaring Moon, you're on a roll, buddy. Let's go for that Acrobatics. Here we go. Alright, so Roaring Moon goes for the Acrobatics and we knock out the Suicune. Amazing job. I love this Roaring Moon set so much. It's so amazing. So, yeah, great job, buddy. And I wonder who they'll send in next. Let's find out. Alright, so they are going to go back into the Lycanroc. Fair enough. So, we now break their potential Focus Sash with the Stealth Rocks. Now, I think it might be my best interest to switch my Roaring Moon outright because they've got Reversal and yeah, it'll probably hurt. So I guess I could sacrifice my Great Tusk here. That is true. Although it is the... No, yeah, do you know what? I will sacrifice my Great Tusk at this point. So come on back, Roaring Moon. You've been amazing, buddy. You took a good long rest and you leave the rest to us, eh? So, okie dokie. Coming in, Great Tusk, buddy. I need you to take this hit for us. You were amazing with taking out the Baxcalibur. And, okay, we'll do a little bit of Rocky Helmet chip. Oh my god, Great Tusk lives. Great Tusk will not go down. Amazing. So, I will just go for that Body Press. Let's do it. Alright, so... Oh, they're faster. Okay, so... That's unfortunate, so I kind of wish I went for a Rapid Spin now, but it is what it is. We can knock this out now, and yeah, go on, Great Tusk, get him, buddy. Let's do it, and down goes the Lycanroc. Fantastic. So, they've got the Ho-Oh left. I'm forgetting who else they've got in the back, right? So, okay. Alright, who have they got in the back again? Is it just the Ho-Oh? Let's find out. Alright, so, no, it's the Regieleki. Okay, so, they probably are going to go for a Rapid Spin of their own, I imagine, right? So, I could just immediately switch into my... Yeah, I'm going to go into my Flutter Mane. Let's do it. I'm going to block that Rapid Spin, right? So, okay, calm back, Great Tusk. I feel like a Rapid Spin's coming, right? I just feel it in my bones. So, come on in, Flutter Mane, buddy. I need your assistance. And, yeah, okay, so... Show me that Rapid Spin. Show me the Rapid... There's the Rapid Spin. Not today, buddy. Not today. Okay, so... Now it's time to go for that Moonblast. Let's do it. Alright, so they go for the Volt Switch. Fluttermane is strong enough to take it. Great job, Fluttermane. And now they're going to bring in their Ho-Oh on my Choice Specs Moonblast, right? So, Fluttermane, you've got this, buddy. I know you can do it. So, come on, send out that Ho-Oh. There it is. It was on a low amount of health anyways, right? So, yeah, it's just above 50%. And now it's going to take a neutral. And it takes a little bit of Stealth Rocks damage. And now it's going to take this Choice Specs Moonblast. And down goes the Ho-Oh. Amazing job, Fluttermane. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about. And yeah, so that Regieleki isn't Choice Scarfed, so I could just send in my Great Tusk now to be sacrificed to these Stealth Rocks, and then send in Koraidon and then just nuke it, right? So yeah, that is the plan. So okay, great job, Fluttermane. I'm going to need you to come on back now though, so okay, they're going to go for a Rapid Spin to be able to, not Rapid Spin, sorry. So anyways, I'm going to go into my Great Tusk, we'll sacrifice it off, so let's do it. Alright, so come on back, Fluttermane, you've been amazing. And yeah, Great Tusk, I need you to come on in. You're going to go down to these rocks, but it will give us some momentum, which is exactly what we need. So thank you for taking the hit, Great Tusk, and for taking out the Baxcalibur earlier. You took a good long rest, buddy, and you leave the rest to us, eh? So, okay, what were they going for? Thunder Cage, interesting. So, but it failed. Okay, so Koraidon, buddy, I need you to come on in, please. And we're going to take a little bit of Stealth Rocks damage, but it's definitely worth it because we can definitely... We're Choice Scarfed, right? So we know we outspeed this. So, okay, Koraidon, you've got this. We'll go for one final attack, and they used their terrestrialization. Yeah, they used it. Of course they did. They used it on the Ho-Oh. Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to go for that collision course, and let's finish this up. So, Koraidon goes for that collision course, and we're going to knock out the Regieleki. Get him, buddy. And down goes the electric Regi Pokemon. Fantastic. With 3 minutes left, we've taken out our opponent's final Pokemon. Good game to my opponent. Fantastic game. That was fun, and great job to all my Pokemon. Boosh. Okay, so my opponent's got a Blaziken, Skarmory, Iron Hands, Palafin, Umbreon, and the, what's his face? The, Haxorus. Bloody cool team. I'm leading off with Koraidon, and let's do this. Okay, so, who are you leading off with, eh? So, Haxorus is coming off the lead. Wow, okay. So, this thing could go for a Scale Shot, Swords Dance, Dragon Dance, I'm not sure. But I'm going to immediately U-turn out of here and go into my Great Tusk, right? I think that's in my best interest. So, they got the Mold Breaker, but it doesn't really do anything at this point. So, let's go for that U-turn on their potential terrestrialization, and let's find out what happens. So, oh, they stayed in. So, okay, we do a nice little chunk of damage with the U-turn. Come on back, Koraidon. And yeah, Great Tusk, I will need your assistance, my good sir. So, come on in, please. Here we go. So, Great Tusk the beam in. Comes on in. And yeah, what's this Haxorus going for? A Dragon Claw, Swords Dance? Let's find out. Alright, so we get a nice little defense boost. So, Dragon Claw, amazing. So, okay, we take that really well, and we deal some Rocky Helmet chip damage. Fantastic. So, next I'm going to go for that knockoff to be able to potentially knock something's item off. So, let's see what happens. Alright, so they go for the close combat. Interesting. So, Great Tusk takes that really well. They get a defense drop, and now I'm pretty sure with the Rocky Helmet and the knockoff, we can take this out, right? So, Great Tusk, tell him to knock it off, and down goes the Haxorus. Fantastic. So, nice. And I wonder who'll come in next. Alright, so Palafin's coming in. Interesting. So, I could just... what do I want to do, eh? So if they flip turn, they could go into Umbreon, Iron Hands, Blaziken. Interesting. So, what do I want to do, eh? So, I think I'm pretty okay. I'm just going to go for the knockoff. Let's go for the knockoff. So, okay, if they go for the flip turn, we're going to do some nice little, Rocky Helmet chip damage. That's always nice to see. And now, whatever comes in will get its item knocked off, right? So, Great Tusk, you're doing me proud, buddy. So, let's see. Who's coming in? Let's find out. Alright, so it's going to be the Skarmory. So, I'm really glad to get rid of this thing's item, right? It could be Rocky Helmet for all I know. So, we go for the knockoff. Lovely jubbly. It is the Rocky Helmet. Fair enough. So, I'm assuming they're going to go for Stealth Rocks or Spikes or something, right? So, I'm going to immediately go into my Sandy Shocks, set up the Stealth Rocks so that I can always break this thing sturdy, right? And we can also deal some nice chip damage to anything like the Blaziken and stuff. So, come on in, Sandy Shocks, buddy. I need your assistance. We're going to get a nice little special attack boost. And if they haven't gone for the Roost here, they'll be weak to my Electric, right? So, they're going for the Iron Defense. Oh my god, okay. So, they're obviously a Body Press set. But have they terrestrialized? They have not. So, I am just going to go for that Stealth Rocks immediately, and let's see what happens. Alright, so they didn't terrestrialize? Oh my god, what is going on? So, this Body Press is going to hurt, but I'm pretty sure Sandy Shocks is tanky enough to take you, right? So, here comes the Body Press. Sandy Shocks holds on like a boss. The harsh sunlight fades. But you know what? I can just switch into my Fluttermane on the Body Press, right? Because we're a ghost, so we don't take any damage. So, we get some leftovers. Lovely jubbly. Now, let's go for that Volt Switch, and let's do some big damage. Alright, so Sandy Shocks goes for that Volt Switch. Let's see the damage, and we one-shot the Skarmory. Amazing job, Sandy Shocks. That's what I'm talking about. We got up the Stealth Rocks, and now I guess I could go into my Koraidon. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to go into my Koraidon to be able to set the sun up again. So that's the plan. So Koraidon, come on in for me, and let's do this. So here we go. Koraidon, you got this, my man. Let's set up the sunlight, basically activating the rest of our team, and let's see who they go into next, eh? So here we go. Alright, so they're going to send Palafin back in. Interesting. So I wonder why they've chosen this, eh? So I could go for the U-turn, but then if I do that, what would I switch into? So they must be going for a close combat or something like that, I assume. So I could sacrifice my... yeah, do you know what? I'm going to go for the U-turn. Let's go for that U-turn. I'll go into my Great Tusk. We can deal some more Rocky Helmet chip damage. That's some great chip damage from the U-turn. Great job, Koraidon. Come on back. And Great Tusk, let's come on in. Let's deal some more Rocky Helmet chip damage. And if they've gone for a close combat, we might even live thanks to the Defense Photosynthesis boost, right? So let's find out. So what have you gone for, Palafin? So what have you gone for? Let's see. So it's gone for the close combat. Can we live? Come on, Great Tusk. Oh, no. Okay, it knocks out my Great Tusk. Fair enough. But do you know what? I think that now I can go into my... what's his face? So they take some Rocky Helmet chip damage. Lovely jubbly. So I could go into my Koraidon here, to be fair. Do you know what? I'm going to go into my Koraidon. Yeah, I'm going to go into my Koraidon. I'm going to go for the U-turn. Then we can knock this out. I'm pretty sure we can... Yeah, we can definitely knock it out at this range, right? So, okie dokie. So, who have they got on the back again? The Blaziken and the Iron Hands and the Umbreon, right? So, okay. Blaziken, Iron Hands, and the Umbreon. I'm going for the U-turn again to get some momentum. So, they're going to withdraw the Palafin, which is fantastic. So, we can get some momentum thanks to the U-turn, right? So, they are going to go into their Iron Hands. Fair enough. So, I could just go into Fluttermane and just Moonblast this, right? So, yeah, no reason I can't. So, we do a little bit of chip damage with the U-turn. Now, the question is, are they Assault Vest, do we think? So, not too sure, but there's only one way to find out, I suppose. So, I could go into my Walking Wake and just Hydro Steam this, to be honest. No, I'm going into my Sandy Shocks, and I'm going to Earth Power. Why the heck not, right? I almost forgot about Sandy Shocks for a second. So this super effective Earth Power, we might as well take advantage of it. They've only got Umbreon and Blaziken in the back, so yeah, I'm going to go for the... And we're also going to get some leftovers, right? So Sandy Shocks also has a nice little snack, getting some of his health back. Lovely jubbly. So let's go for that Earth Power, and let's do this. Alright, so Sandy Shocks goes for that Earth Power, and oh, it's almost... I think that thing's Assault Vested, so they go for the Earthquake, fair enough. So that takes out my Sandy Shocks, but Sandy Shocks, you've been fantastic with taking out, with doing big damage to the Iron Hands, right? So that's what I'm talking about. So, okay, now question is, do I go into Walking Wake, or do I go into... okay, so... I am going to go into my Walking Wake. Let's do it. So, come on in, Walking Wake, buddy. I'm going to go for that Hydro Steam, knowing that it gets us a nice little Sun boost. And it's also Stab, right? So, okay. We get a nice little Special Attack boost. There it is. And now, Walking Wake. Oh, how many turns of Sun are there left? So, one turn. Damn. Okay, so that's unfortunate. I've got to go for that Hydro Steam regardless, and let's do this. So, Walking Wake goes for that Hydro Steam. We're going to knock out the Iron Hands. Lovely jubbly. And yeah, I guess we'll see who they're going to next. Could be the Blaziken, could be the Umbreon. We're about to find out. So the sun will fade and we will lose our photosynthesis boost, unfortunately. But we're still choice specs in case they go into Blaziken, right? Alright, so they're going to go into their Umbreon. So Umbreon is notorious for being especially defensively tanky, right? So I need to decide on what... Have they terrestrialized? Am I forgetting? They have not terrestrialized yet. So I am immediately going to switch into my Fluttermane because I don't need the sun to be able to get a special attack boost, right? Because the photosynthesis is only for speed. So come on in, Fluttermane, buddy. I need your assistance. We'll go for a Choice Specs boosted Moonblast. Oh, they gone for a Toxic. Interesting. So, I mean, I don't think they can take this Choice Specs Moonblast very well, right? They might be Terra Poison, though, which is true. So I need to keep that into consideration. So, okay, they're going to get some leftovers. They might be Protect here, so what do I want to do, eh? So, okie dokie. So maybe I should have let the initial Hydro Steam go off, but do you know what? I'm just going to go for that. Do I go for the Terra Fit? I'm going for the... No, I'm going for the Moonblast, just in case they terrestrialize. So they've gone for the Protect, fair enough. So now we need to think. Do we think they're going to terrestrialize their Umbreon now? Because the smart play would be to go for Protect first, to bait in the Moonblast afterwards, right? So that could be a thing. That could very well be a thing. So I do need to consider my options. So, okay. Alright, so what are we going to do, Fluttermane, eh? What are we going to do, eh? So, okay. I think I'm just going to go for the Moonblast again. Let's go for that Moonblast. Here we go. Alright, so they don't terrestrialize. So this Choice Specs Moonblast. Oh my god, the Umbreon lives on 1. No bloody way. Okay, so they go for a foul play. So, okay, Fluttermane takes it, and they're going to get some leftovers. They are, of course, going to go for the Protect here, aren't they, to get as much toxic damage as possible. I'm going to capitalize on that. I'm going to hard switch into my Koraidon, get the sun up again, and then I can just go for a U-turn, right? So, come on in, Koraidon, buddy. I need your assistance. So, yeah, I mean, even if the Blaziken goes for a Protect, we'll still outspeed with the Fluttermane, right? So, that is the plan. So, okay, come on in, Koraidon. So, let's see. Did you go for the Protect, hoping for an extra turn of poison? Let's find out. So they did. Okay, so you can go for another Protect if you want to. I do not mind, because regardless, unless they get a double Protect, there'll still be 3 turns of sun left afterwards, right? So that's the plan. So let's go for that. Oh no, I pressed Outrage. Oh no. Okay, so I'm so silly. So okay, I went for Outrage by accident. My god, okay, so what a misplay by me, eh? So, okay. I mean, I guess I can still go for the Outrage, right? Because it'll still knock out the Blaziken, but that what a change in plans, eh? So, okay, that's funny. So, I have to go for that Outrage. Oh, please tell me you're not Terra Fairy. If they're Terra Fairy and they go for a Wish, I'm going to be so sad, right? So, can I still go for that U-turn? No, I can't. Oh my god, I hope I haven't messed it up for myself. So, let's go for that Outrage, and hopefully you're not they're not Terra Fairy. Thank god for that. So, okay, we can knock out the Umbreon with an Outrage. God, I got so lucky there. If they had Terra Fairy on my misplay, that would have been so bad, right? So, okay, we are locked into, to Outrage now, but it is what it is. So, okay, let's do this. The Blaziken is their final Pokemon. They probably have Protect to get a speed boost, but we are Choice Scarf, right? So we know we outspeed. Alright, so here comes their final Pokemon, the Blaziken. Blaziken, the Fire Generation 3 starter versus the Generation 9 Paradox Cyclizar. So, come on, Koraidon, you can do this. Alright, so they don't go for the Protect. We go for the Outrage, and we're going to knock out the Blaziken. Amazing, okay, fantastic. Good game to my opponent, fantastic team, and great job to all my Pokemon. So, we do get confused, but... I don't know why it's showing the confusion animation, but anyway, so... yeah, okay. Oh, sorry, I forgot about the Palafin. I'm so silly. So, okay, Palafin is their final Pokemon. So, okie dokie. So, I will just go for... what do I go for? I'm just going to go for the attack. I'm going to go for the attack. Let's do it. So, okay, Koraidon's confused. Koraidon, buddy, I need you to break through confusion and let's knock out this Palafin. So, Koraidon goes for that Outrage, and now we knock out their final Pokemon. Okie dokie. So, down goes their final Pokemon. Good game to my opponent. Love the team. And yeah, great job to all my Pokemon. Boosh. What an insane set of games, am I right? Past Paradox Pokémon are absolute beasts, that's for sure. I can't deny that it was super fun to use this team. Fantastic stuff. Oh, and if you enjoyed watching my Past Paradox team dominating our opponents, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to let me know what's your favourite Past Paradox Pokémon down below in the comments. And it's always really cool to see people's favourites, so I'd love to know yours. Mine's probably Great Tusk. And with all that said, there should be a couple of videos popping up right about now that YouTube thinks you'll love, so why not give one of those a try after this? Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a fantastic day. Cheers.
No time to question my moves. I stick to the path that I